Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Checking back in on the weather. Right? Another warm day in this week so far, isn't it?
Yeah, let's say hi to Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy. Hey, Alana.
Friends, you're so nice for calling it warm. It's hot as we sit in those upper 90s.
Sure.
We are sweating. If you are out there, you are sweating because the heat is on. We're above average. We've got high 90s. Live view from Utah Lake in Linden. Even the kayaks on the beach, as people were like, even this isn't cooling me off. Not surprising. That excessive heat warning in effect. 97 in Provo, 98 in Salt Lake. We've hit the mid-90s up in Cache Valley, triple digits in Green River, 98 in Moab, 108 in St. George. And down the I-15 corridor, you get a mix of temperatures because a few storms have bubbled up. If you're heading to the polls before they close at 8 o'clock, you're going to be battling the heat in both northern and southern Utah. After the polls close, we'll lose that daytime heating and we'll slowly start to cool. Excessive heat warning until 11 p.m. Heat advisory in orange. The same expiration time, and as you can notice, that's a big chunk of northern Utah. We've got storms out there. This is an incredible live view of those storms in the distance in Beaver County over I-15 right now, kind of explaining that lingering moisture paired with this daytime heating, ingredients needed for strong storms. And they're happening out there. Let's take a look at the satellite radar, which shows the last few hours. And as we get through the heat of the day, you see that lingering moisture capitalize in the southern half of the state and in eastern Utah. That's going to become a little more widespread as we head into our midweek. We've got some changes brewing with another monsoon surge on the way. Forewarned radar sweeping the region. You can see the southern half of the Beehive state with the most active conditions, and that's where we have our flash flood warnings in effect. We're keeping our eye on those. They popped in just the last hour with the help of heat of the day. Flash flood warning for San Juan County until 7 p.m. Rural areas south of Monticello, but we know active conditions will continue in this area as storms from Grand Staircase actually track east. Let's look at those because over Hole in the Rock Road, as the wet weather clears, keep in mind it doesn't need to be raining to see a flash flood. Our flash flood warning holds on until 6:30. That is for Spencer Canyon through Harris Wash, Neon Canyon, and Zebra Slot Canyon. Slot Canyon's not safe. And it's not just southern Utah dealing with the storms. We uptick in the north along the Wasatch Front with our storm threat becoming widespread throughout the entire state as we head into our Wednesday. Looks like it's going to be an interesting Wednesday, Thursday with storms popping up. Let's get through the rest of tonight where you notice a lot of the energy gets focused now west of I-15. Different story here. South central Utah and the West Desert with storms. Those are going to track east. We see a lot going on in Nevada. As we put this into motion, the potential for nocturnal storms as we head into Wednesday morning exists. And you notice that near I-70 towards Delta and over I-15 in Nephi, also peppering in the chance of some wet weather for northern Utah. This is 3 a.m., folks. As we get this weak disturbance coming through, a stronger front takes aim at Utah as we head into Thursday. But here's Wednesday. Salt Lake County, part of the mix. By the evening, it's Utah County, but we know Wasatch Front areas will see strong storms, so a heads up there. Thunderstorms, staying Utah weather aware is going to be important for your Wednesday. By 10 p.m., we're still active and heading into the early Thursday morning hours, a few storms linger. Then the cold front comes through. This is the defined front. We have an abundance of moisture. Forewarning you now, the potential for severe thunderstorms could pop up on Thursday. That includes northern, central, and southern Utah. Flash flood potential while we're talking severe. Probable for tomorrow at Capitol Reef, Lake Powell, Grand Staircase, and Zion National Park. Not safe, folks. It's just not going to be safe to recreate in those areas. 90s for tomorrow, 102 in Moab. The chance of storms statewide, backing off a little bit of the heat when it comes to those temperatures. St. George gets to 103, but isolated potential is there. Slight chance on Thursday. Triple digits hold on for the next 7. Here's the Wasatch Front. High 90s for tomorrow. Isolated storms become more scattered as we head into Thursday, as we get this monsoon moisture moving in. Cool by Friday. That's where we should be this time of year, but the heat wastes no time bouncing back for your Saturday. So a very active pattern. We have warnings out there right now, really active conditions.
Okay, I'm voting for air conditioning.
Okay, well, everybody, hopefully the majority rules on that one.
For sure.
Okay, and things heating up over in the NBA, right?
I'm actually feeling a draft.
I feel like I'm getting that.
Yeah.